Dear viewers, today we are going to talk about an event that could not go unnoticed in European royal circles. Princess Madeleine of Sweden has just celebrated her 43rd birthday, and this occasion has not only become a reason for a family celebration, but also a moment for reflection on how dramatically her life has changed over the past year. Just imagine, only a year ago, the princess was living a completely different life under the sunny skies of Florida, raising her 3 children far from royal duties and the constant attention of the press. And today, we see her in a completely new role, not just as a princess who has returned home, but as a modern businesswoman who confidently balances between royal traditions and personal ambitions. New photographs published by the Swedish royal court to mark Madeleine's birthday are truly stunning. In the photo, taken by the talented photographer Sara Freeberg, the princess poses among blooming lilac bushes in a magnificent green suit. This image perfectly reflects her current state. It is as if she has blossomed anew upon returning to her homeland. The combination of a tailored blazer, wide palazzo pants, and a matching vest creates an elegant yet relaxed look that says Madeleine has found the ideal balance between her royal status and modern femininity. But the most interesting part begins when we dive into the details of her current life. Did you know that just a few days ago, the princess had another special date? The 8th of June was truly a magical day for her family. On that day, she celebrated her 12th wedding anniversary with American businessman Chris ONeal. Moreover, it was also on the 8th of June, 11 years ago, that their eldest daughter Leonore was christened in the chapel of Drottningholm Palace. And 7 years ago, on the very same date, their youngest daughter, Adrienne, was christened as well. That means the family has not 1, but 4 reasons to celebrate a true family triumph. The return to Sweden after 6 years of living in the United States has marked the beginning of an entirely new chapter for Madeleine. And we are not just talking about a geographic change. The princess, who for many years was called the most beautiful in Europe, decided to prove that beauty is not only about appearance, but also about inner strength, the ability to grow and to create something of your own. That is exactly why, in March of this year, she launched her own cosmetics line. This decision came as quite a surprise in royal circles and quickly became the subject of discussion. Of course, the critics did not take long to speak up. Many started talking about the use of royal status. But Madeleine was ready for such a reaction and immediately made it clear. For this project, she is using the surname Bernadotte and not her princely title, emphasizing the personal nature of the initiative. During her speech at the brand's launch event, the princess was completely candid. As everyone knows, several years ago, I made the decision to step back from royal duties and limit official appearances. Although, of course, if my father asks, I will always be there. But having the freedom to act privately has allowed me to explore other facets, other projects, for example, starting my own company. These words say a lot about how her worldview has changed over the years she spent in America. It is especially fascinating to watch how family dynamics have evolved since their return to Sweden. Chris ONeal, who had always firmly refused to accept a princely title or participate in official events, suddenly appeared at a gala dinner held during the state visit of the presidential couple from Iceland. This was a real surprise, since we had previously only seen him at family gatherings. It is hard to say whether he has changed his attitude toward royal responsibilities, but something has definitely shifted since the family's return to Sweden. For the children, Lenore, Nicholas, and Adrian, the move to Sweden has been a completely new experience. For the first time in their lives, they are now settled in Sweden, And according to Madeleine herself in an interview, the adjustment has been surprisingly smooth. The children have almost finished their first academic year at a Swedish school and are eagerly awaiting summer holidays on the island of Åland, where they will spend time with the entire royal family. Unlike her older sister, Crown Princess Victoria, who hosts the Grand Victoria Week on Åland with thousands of admirers, Madeleine prefers to celebrate her birthday in a more private setting. Madeleine's choice in favor of entrepreneurship and limited royal involvement reflects a broader trend among modern members of royal families. She has found a way to stay true to her roots while also creating her own path in life. Today, looking at the new photographs of 43-year-old Madeleine, it is hard not to agree that she has indeed preserved the beauty that once earned her the title of the most beautiful princess in Europe in her youth. But now, to her outer beauty, she has added wisdom, life experience, and a clear sense of what she wants from life. She is no longer just a beautiful princess. She is a mature woman, a mother, an entrepreneur who has managed to find balance between public duties and personal aspiration. Her return to Sweden has marked the beginning of a new phase in Princess Madeleine's life, a phase full of balance and purpose. She continues to build a life between the public and the private with a natural grace that resonates with many. At 43, she remains a standard of beauty, but also a symbol of maturity and personal growth. And perhaps that is her greatest achievement, the ability to remain true to herself, never losing connection with tradition, yet not turning away from her own ambitions. If you found it interesting to learn what life is like behind palace doors for the Swedish royal family, do not forget to give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We have many more fascinating stories and unexpected turns from the lives of royal families across Europe and beyond. And what do you think about this new chapter in Madeleine's life? Share your thoughts in the comments. We read everything. See you soon, and may your life be filled with as much harmony and blooming lilacs as in Princess Madeleine's new photos.